Welcome back to Unbreakable Mind Podcast. I'm your host, Crystal Hicks, and today I'm going to have a real conversation because I had to check myself on this. I thought I was stuck. Whole time, I just didn't have my structure together yet. You don't feel stuck, you feel lost. Let's be honest. Some of y'all don't feel stuck, you feel confused. You feel overwhelmed. You feel like, I know I'm supposed to be doing more, but I don't even know where to start. And that don't make you lazy. Let's clear that up. Okay. That don't make you weak. And that don't make you incapable. That just means nobody ever gave you direction. You can't execute what you don't understand. If I drop you in the middle of somewhere you've never been before, and I tell you, just go, you're going to look around like, go where? That's what people are doing right now in real life. They just telling you to move without giving you a map. Everybody says move, but move where? This is what I don't like about social media sometimes. Everybody a motivational speaker. Everybody got something to say. Start that business. Chase your dreams. Level up. Okay, but how? What's step one? What's step two? What mistakes should I avoid? What does this actually look like in real life? Because it sounds good to say, but it's different when you got to live it. Motivation without direction will have you running in circles. You got people out here moving all day, but they not getting nowhere. Busy, but not productive. Active, but not progressing. And then they blame themselves. I must be doing something wrong. No, you just don't have no structure yet. Let me talk about something for a second because I'm not about to sit here and act like I always had it figured out. I was in that same spot. I was in the same space, okay? I had the ideas, I had the vision, I had the drive, but I wasn't executing yet. And I had to sit back and really ask myself, what's the problem? The problem wasn't that I was stuck. The problem was I didn't have clear structure for how I was moving. Once I got direction, once I started organizing my steps, and once I stopped overthinking and started doing, everything started shifting. Once I got direction, everything changed. Let me break this down real simple. Direction tells you where you're going. Structure tells you how you get there. A lot of people got direction. I want more money. I want peace. I want a better life. But they don't have no structure. So they start, then they stop, then they start again, then they quit. And then they say, I can't do this. No, you just didn't have a system. Execution comes from structure, not motivation. You could be motivated all day. You can go to a convention and listen to a motivational speaker and be all motivated while you sitting in the audience. But once you get in the car, your mind done went somewhere else. Your motivation done went the other place. Motivation is temporary, okay? Structure is what keeps you going when you don't feel like it. There's a lot of days I didn't feel like doing some things, but I got up and did it. And let's go a little bit deeper. Why people really not moving? Number one, they overwhelmed. Number two, you got too much information, okay? You got too many opinions and too many voices. You watching this person, listening to that person, trying to follow everybody, and now you confused. Confusion will keep you stuck longer than fear will. Number two, you got lack of clarity. You don't even know what lane you in. You trying to do everything. And when you try to do everything, you end up doing nothing. Number three, perfection. You waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect setup. that don't exist. And number four, you're comparing yourself. You're looking at everybody else's success. You got to remember, them folks have been doing this for years, okay? You just walking in the door. That will kill your confidence. You got to figure things out. Let me be real with you. Everybody not going to give you the full blueprint. Some people don't know it themselves. Some people only give you pieces. And then you got some people who hold the information back. That's just the reality. So what that means, you got to figure some things out yourself. Trial and error, trying things, failing. You got to make some adjustments. I had to do the same thing. You got to become your own blueprint. The game is not fully explained. You learn by doing. Execution is ugly. Okay, let's talk about execution because people make it look cute online. Execution is not pretty in the beginning. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, it's inconsistent. You're going to mess up. You're going to doubt yourself and you're going to question everything. That's part of it. Execution is ugly in the beginning, but that's where growth is. If you're waiting for it to look perfect, you're going to be waiting forever, okay? Stop waiting for somebody to save you. Let me say this real clear. Ain't nobody coming to map your life out for you. You got mentors out there who will help. You know, guidance helps. But at the end of the day, it's on you. You got to decide, I'm moving. Even if you're scared. Even if you're unsure. Even if you don't got all the answers. At some point, you got to move without permission. Well, the one thing about me is I never needed permission to move. I just need to know where to go. What execution really looks like, let me make this practical. Execution looks like starting before you're ready. Taking them small steps, you know what I mean? Staying consistent and fixing your mistakes as you go. Not overthinking every move. You know what I'm saying? Not waiting for everything to make sense. Just moving. Clarity comes from movement, not thinking. You don't think your way into a better life. You move your way into it. And let's make it simple. If you feel stuck right now, do this. Pick one direction, not 10. One. Break it down into steps, not everything at once, just the next move. Focus on that step and stay consistent. That's the key word. Stay consistent, even when you don't feel like it. And that's how you build momentum. So let me leave you with this. You're not stuck. You just didn't have direction. You just didn't have structure. But now you know. So now the question is, what are you going to do with it? You going to keep sitting still or you going to start moving different? Because your life don't change when you think about it. It changes when you execute. Okay? This is the Unbreakable Mind Podcast where we turn pain into power. And make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next Thursday on the next conversation. Peace.